Hello, welcome to the latest episode of Driving with Dan. First things first, clocks have changed, so now we can really see, which is fantastic news. So, yeah, brightness we can always see, and quality is going to go up in these videos. So yes, welcome to episode 19. Today is the 28th of March, 2018, and currently it's the New York Auto Show. And what's being revealed there is the brand new Jaguar F-Pace SVR. So we're going to be talking about that. Also, Mini has sort of released-ish a sort of classic Rover Mini, which is electric. So we're going to be talking about that. Top Gear's latest episode, of course, we're going to talk about that. Mighty Car Mods have got a new video, so yep. And actually seeing some footage of the Defender V8 works on the road. But I've got to go because I am running late, as always. Actually, no, last time I was really early. So yeah, running late, not as always. Power. Right, all is good. Let's go. So, yeah, the first topic, which is the F-Pace SVR, is interesting, really. So, because it's SVR, and it seems to be a standard with all SVRs, it's got the 5-litre supercharged V8 underneath the bonnet of the F-Pace, and it is making the standard 550 brake horsepower, and essentially, yeah, the entire sort of same statistics as the Range Rover SVR, as the F-Type, well, a bit slower than the F-Type SVR, but yeah, it's an SVR. What more do we need to say? All-wheel drive, or four-wheel drive, I don't know. Or one of them. I think all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive. Yeah, 550 brake horsepower, supercharged V8, and a mean body kit. Have a look at this. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got that bumper on it, which is new and lovely and very aggressive. We've also got that wing, so it's a small little sort of duck almost wing. What else is there? Yeah, the wheels look nice. Bigger brakes on it, because of course that's quite a lot of weight to be driving around at 176 miles an hour, which is the top speed. Yeah, that's a lot of weight to be trying to stop, so it's got huge brakes on it. And it's generally a very, very good looking car. There's been a few pictures of it in blue. I think the press one is grey, which is a bit boring. But in sort of the Jaguar, you know, the electric blue. Yeah, there's been a few pictures of that, and it looks so good. So yeah, a lot to look forward to when we start seeing more of that, because of course this is only a press release, really. We're waiting sort of for all of it, really, because it's just at the show on a stationary stand. But there was a short clip from Jaguar, which, you know, told us what we already knew. It's going to sound amazing, as always with that 5-litre V8. And actually, I put a comment on Jaguar's most recent post, and they liked that. The whole 6 million followers. Yeah, so they were just saying that, like, what a soundtrack to sort of put with the small sort of crossover from Jaguar. Fantastic news. And I think the only thing that's a bit annoying is it's been 2 years since we last saw an SVR sort of debut. And the one car that they picked is the F-Pace, which is kind of similar to the Range Rover Sport SVR, when what we really, really want to see is either the XE or the XF have that V8, but maybe we don't have to wait that long. Maybe there will be one coming out very soon. Please, I really, really want to see maybe an XF, the shooting brake, or the sport brake they call it, don't they? That with the SVR in a blue would look mean. Yeah, so that's that. And all very good news and lovely. And 0 to 60 is 4.3 seconds, if you wanted to know. Not many people will push it to that, but nice. That's a quick Jaguar F-Pace. Yeah, so that's all good news. Yeah, oh, I missed the lights. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, rivals. So of course you've got the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. You've got the possibly, hopefully, a Velar SVR. Because I think the Velar looks better than the F-Pace. So a mean body kit on the Velar with that V8. We need to see that. Basically, SVR, everything. Everything Jaguar Land Rover. Just put the SVR engine in it. Put that 5-litre V8 in everything. And everything will be good. Even the I-Pace. Why not? Make the electric car have a 5-litre V8 supercharged. So on to the next topic. Which is about BMW. Well, BMW Mini. So, Mini have decided that they want to bring back their classics, because that's what everyone is doing, is sort of remodernising their classics. And they've decided to get sort of a, I don't know what it is, sort of a late Rover Mini, and put an electric motor in there. I'm alright with that, because they've sort of kept back on the weight, so it's not too heavy. It's 770 kilograms according to Top Gear website. So it's not stupidly heavy with all those batteries. Top speed is just 75 miles an hour, which is a bit slow. But what it doesn't have in top speed, it does have in character. I mean, imagine that instant torque in a light little Mini that's, of course, very small. I think that'd be quite a fun little car. The big problem with it is the mileage, because it's only got a very small little battery in it. Is 65 miles, which I think is one of the worst mileage on any electric car for probably quite a few years. So well done to BMW for that. But they tried, and of course, if it means they've got a smaller battery, means lighter weight, then I'm kind of down with that. I mean, like, what a perfect little city car that would be. Because, I mean, like, charging points are everywhere in the city, but wouldn't want it in somewhere like Gloucestershire. Don't think it would quite work. What is that person doing? Yeah. Not much more to say about that. It's probably going to be stupidly overpriced. And it looks fantastic with all the spotlights. Here's a picture. Lovely. Yeah, no, I'm keen on that. Not much more to say, apart from, what's the other, Honda have done sort of a similar sort of thing, haven't they? They made sort of their sort of 80s or 70s style Civic. No, 70s, isn't it? Sort of a 70s style Civic, same sort of thing, but the Civic, well, I can't remember what it's called, the Honda EV something or other. That looks very modern. There we are. In comparison. But there we are. Everyone loves a Mini. The fact that it's electric is actually alright, isn't it? I think a lot of people will be happy with that. I don't know how many they're making. Nobody really knows anything apart from what it looks like. And it looks like an old Mini. Yeah, so that's that. So Top Gear, they had their latest episode 4 I think we're on now, so we're rattling through the series. And in the most recent episode, featured the Ferrari 812 Superfast. So we haven't seen much content on the car, really. There was a few bits of Fiorano on sort of YouTube, but we haven't really seen much. So this was Matt LeBlanc just taking it around some beautiful scenery of Italy, and then went to Imola, just to do some track shots as well. And it looks like a Ferrari, really. Very powerful. But, you know, what you'd expect. Lots of leather, lots of nice stuff. And seems quite capable, actually, very capable. So, not that I'm ever going to drive one, or ever going to buy one, but there we are. Now we know. Thank you, Top Gear. So yeah, the next bit in the episode was Rory Reid, and he was driving the Camaro, ZL1 something, isn't it? No, just the ZL1. Or was it the Summit, rather? I don't know. It was like the track-based Camaro ZL1. And he was going around Willow Springs in California, and his aim was to get, I think it was 1 minute 52 lap time or something, which is what Chevy said it was capable of doing. So they got Sabina along to help Rory get that lap time. And it was, yeah, a fairly fun segment for about 10 minutes or something. So, yeah. Again, very good. Enjoyed it. And then the last bit was, I think, my favourite bit of the episode. And they claimed that the reason why traffic is so bad in the UK is down to tractors. And saying that tractors are just holding everyone up because the top speed's about 2. And it'd be useless on the road. So they decided to prove that actually tractors don't need to be so slow. They just give them a bigger engine and it'll be fine. Someone just looks at me really weirdly, that person there. Yeah, no, it was like, I'll just give it a bigger engine, it'll be fine. So they did. They gave it, I can't remember, it was a Chevy engine, big block, big Chevy engine, producing about 500 brake horsepower. Did the trick. So they sort of, I think they broke the, I think it was the world record for the fastest tractor at 81 miles an hour. So well done to them. They got into the Guinness World Record books. And what else happened? Oh yeah, and then they just did some different trials of it, really, and see how good it is actually on the farm still. And it was all right, fairly capable. Yeah, I think the main problem was in the drivers, but we'll gloss over that. But yeah, no, it was a really, really fun episode, and the ending was very good because they featured Countryfile, which is a nice surprise. So yeah, no, it was, if you've got an hour or have access to it or just haven't watched it because you couldn't be bothered, go give it a watch. It was honestly really, really good, and I did really, really enjoy it. Yeah, no, that's everything. So next video. The next topic was Mighty Car Mods, and they've got their 240Z back from Japan, or the Fair Lady Z if you're in Japan. They got that back from Japan to Australia. However, during the import, they had to remove basically everything from the car because there's like a 5% chance it could contain asbestos or something, and they weren't allowed to import it. But that sort of then gave them the opportunity to engine swap it, so they sort of just revealed their plans for the build, and they are planning a RB26 from the Nissan GTR. And if I'm honest, if anyone was going to do an engine swap on a 240Z, I think that is the perfect engine to go into it. It's not going to have the all-wheel drive system, it's just going to be rear-wheel drive. And I think that should be quite a fun build, really, because you're not feeling like they're destroying the car, because it already had to be sort of dismantled to ship it over. And then they thought, well, why not? So I'm not really mad at it. I think that's quite fun. It'll be a good build. It'll make plenty of power. Someone just entered the roundabout. Yeah, no, I think it'd be a good build. It made plenty of power, and what else can you ask for? That's about it, really. There's only one episode at the moment. I think there'll be another one in the next few days. So probably by the time this one's out. Wow, that's an MG SUV. I didn't realise they made those. Now we know. Right, so then the last topic is involving the new Land Rover Defender, Land Rover Defender V8 Works. So this was the 5-litre V8, not supercharged, making 400 brake horsepower in a Land Rover. And Harry's Garage, Harry Metcalfe, something like that, he drove it in Geneva during the motor show. And he was a bit annoyed with the conditions because it was rush hour and he only had about 10 minutes to film a video. But he says the car just seemed fantastic. So 400 horsepower is certainly enough. But the car seemed very refined compared to the standard car. So still not smooth, but it just seemed very solid and perfect, very smooth. And the ZF transmission, the automatic 8-speed, isn't it? He said that was it just fitted the car perfectly. He said it was lovely and just right with the engine, and it did want to kick down as well. when he accelerated, it suddenly was happy to jump into about second and go, and unleashing 400 horsepower all-wheel drive, well, four-wheel drive, and just going. Yeah, it looks quite good fun. It looks a handful, but looked quite good fun. He was saying it seems very well balanced with the new suspension, and I think with that you can almost see why it's worth £150,000, because it's wonderful. Anyway, I've arrived at my destination, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!